Namaskar. I'm Ashok Vyas. Welcome to Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community on ITV Gold. This week in our special edition, we will take you to the Indian Consulate in New York. Curtain raiser for India Day Parade at Long Island was organized recently. We'll have this week with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh segment, and you will also meet in today's Vision of Asia with Haley. He is the first pediatric cancer survivor and youngest American to go to space. Dr. Deena talks about the Delta variant, and the change of guard ceremony for API took place at Atlanta. A report on that, and we'll conclude this week's Vision of Asia with a special story on Rath Yatra from Umiadham, New Jersey. So all this coming up right after these short messages. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community, and today we take you to another patriotic, fervor-filled event organized at the Indian Consulate to mark announcement of an important India Day parade which is going to take place in Long Island. And among some of these celebrities, when you hear their love for India, it makes you feel like joining them in saying Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Jai ho! Ho ho! Jai ho!
Jai ho! Namaste, I'm Kamlesh Mehta, the founder of India Day Parade on Long Island. We are here today at the consulate to kick off the parade of 2021. We want all of you to please come join us on August 8 on 1 p.m. at Patel Plaza on Hicksville. We also want to thank Dr. Sudhir Parikh of being our Grand Media sponsor. Padma Shri Parikh is always a big help to us, and thanks to ITV, thanks to Parikh World Media. Thanks.
So we are celebrating over here 75th Independence Day in our Consulate General Office in New York, and as an IDP President, I request everyone to join our parade on August 8th, which is going to held in Hicksville, Long Island. Everybody is welcome, so please join and participate, and let's celebrate our independence. Thank you.
Good evening. We are all here at the Indian Consulate. We are here for a curtain raiser for India Day Parade, Long Island. This is the 10th year. It's happening on the 8th of August. There are going to be a lot of celebrities, grand marshals, and lots of funfair. So don't forget to join us 8th of August in Hicksville, Long Island for one of the greatest India Day Parade.
Hello, I'm Harshad Patel, President of Gujai Samaj of New York. Today we are here for curtain raiser of IDP. This is 75th India Day Parade we are celebrating on Hicksville. So please be there. There are so many people you will see. There are so many floats and so many activities. Don't forget, if you don't come, you will miss. So please join, and thank you ITV for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Hello, Jai Shri Krishna. My name is Anil Shah. I'm a chairman, Vaishnav Temple of New York. And we are all together here for curtain raise for IDP, Long Island, Hicksville, for August 8th, India Day Parade. Please everyone come, join and celebrate our nation with the pride and joy and happiness.
आई एम अंजू शर्मा, आईडीपी फाइनेंस चेयर एंड जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी। हमारे लिए बहुत ही सौभाग्य की बात है कि आज आप जन्मभूमि का कर्टन रेजर भारत को जो रिप्रेजेंट करता है काउंसलेट जर्नल, वहाँ आके हम कर रहे हैं। आईडीपी परेड 8 अगस्त को निकलेगी, उसमें भाग लीजिए प्लीज़। अपने देश की याद को ताज़ा कीजिए फिर से। हिक्सविल में ये परेड होगी, आप सब अपने परिवार सहित आइए।
Well, we are here at the the Indian Consulate office, and on the 10th India Day parade from Hicksville. We are very happy and we are very proud to be here today, that we have the curtain raiser today for our parade. It gives me a great pleasure and honor to be seeing the celebration at the consulate. And actually, I am coming here after 2 years. After pandemic, everybody is very happy and delighted to be back in the consulate to see all the activities. We want to thank our Consul General of India, Mr. Randhir Kumar Jaiswal, his team and the management of the consulate for opening the doors for us today to start our parade. And we're looking forward for a big celebration for August 8th in Hicksville.
I also want to mention this is a great year for India because it's going to be the 75th anniversary of independence. So this is a very momentous occasion, and we are celebrating the India Day Parade at the same time, the same month, within a week of the actual day of independence. So Jai Hind.
I'm very happy to be here today. We request all the people watching ITV, please come and join us for this India Day Parade. It's your day, India Day Parade. Home away home, let's join together and celebrate it in a big way. After the pandemic, we are all out now. Let's enjoy it. We need your support. Come out. Mark the date on your calendar. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Nori. I'm here at the function in the Indian Consulate for the India Day Parade of Hicksville, and I'm very happy that pleased and privileged to be selected as one of the guests of honor, and I wish a wonderful success for the parade, and it's a very important day for all of us.
The IDP, the India Independence Day Parade, started several years ago in Long Island. And since for last 10 years, it has been going bigger and better, and we are all enjoying. The community is participating. So this is our celebration day for India Independence Day, and we will be celebrating on 14th of the August. Thank you.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम वेंकटेश मुत्याला है. I'm chairman of board of trustees of Telugu organization, which is known as Telugu Literary and Cultural Association, established in 1971. We are a 50-year-old organization, and I'm here in support of Consul General's Office initiative for a curtain raiser on our upcoming India Day Parade, and we love to be part of this India Day Parade, and we always support the efforts of our Indian diaspora in showcasing our Independence Day celebrations, and thank you very much.
Hello, good evening. My name is Dr. Jay Sarkar, and I am honored to be the Grand Marshal this year for the India Day Parade, being conducted in Long Island on the 75th anniversary of Independence Day of India. We are really honored to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee in Long Island, Hicksville, Long Island. So we'd like to welcome you all and invite you all to come and celebrate with us the India Day Parade on August 8th, 2021. Thank you very much.
We want to invite you and welcome you on August 8th in Hicksville, New York. The parade will start from the Patel brothers. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll have a kids ride. We have a lot of booths. Please do join. Please come and celebrate India Day Parade. Thank you.
Quickly, come and join us. Come and join us on August 8th at Hicksville. This is the only parade in New York, so you must join and come in large numbers. Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Bharat Mata Ki Jai.
Hello viewers of ITV. This is a hello to you all and happy Independence Day from India Day Parade team, Hicksville. The India Day Parade in Hicksville is celebrating Amrutotsav of our India's Independence Day this year. So this is one of the most important celebration for Indians in any corner of the world. our love and affection for India and our commitment to our adopted country USA is defined by our desire to do our best for people of both countries, and celebrating India Day Parade in Hicksville fulfills that desire. So I request every Indian citizen and non-Indians to join us on August 8 on Hicksville for India Day Parade. Thank you.
I'm very happy to be here at the Indian Consulate for the India Day Parade, my first visit here. And I'm very happy to meet everyone. Thank you.
It is indeed a great pleasure and privilege for me and all of us that we have amongst us one of the finest actor of Bollywood, who is not only an actor, child artist, a model, actor, director, and national award director. So it's really our pleasure on behalf of IDP Parade, Long Island. We would love to welcome him at the auspicious occasion of the India's Independence Day celebration and at the Consulate General of India's office in New York. Thank you so very much.
We're here in the consulate with Consul General Randhir Jaiswal, who was gracious enough to host the Indian American community, which is celebrating India's Independence Day in Long Island on August 8th. And with me is Deepak Bansal, who is the president of IDP. And I just want to congratulate Deepak. Thank you, sir. Kamlesh Mehta and Bobby Kalodi, who were the founders of IDP. I want to congratulate them for their vision in doing this. As loyal Americans of Indian ancestry, we enjoy the liberties of this nation, that we can celebrate United States as well as celebrate India, and hopefully bring them even closer together. As Prime Minister Modi said, that we're indivisible. We need to be indivisible forever. Thank you.
You're watching Vision of Asia, Voice of Community, and one special segment every week in our Vision of Asia is interaction with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh in this week with Padma Shri Dr. Parikh. Namaskar, our show viewers, and I take this opportunity of welcoming Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh to this special edition. Namaste, Dr. Sir, welcome.
Namaskar, everyone.
And I would like you to share your thoughts on the new feeling which people are experiencing after this COVID is gradually receding and a lot of celebrations happening. So overall, how do you feel and the way society is kind of celebrating it through traveling and parties?
I think everyone is feeling very excited. They're feeling very relieved. They are coming back to normalcy, normal life. And I think people love to be socially with their friends, family members, and so forth. And also they can go out and eat in the restaurant, have one-to-one conversation with the friends and the family members and colleagues. So I think the feeling is it's unbelievable. Everyone is very happy and very anxious to do this thing and enjoy the normal life.
And one thing about which Indian American community would also be proud is the pick of President Biden for drug czar as Rahul Gupta. Would you mind sharing with us what is a potential role that a drug czar position plays, and having an Indian American in that position, how important and significant it is?
Well, drug czar has very important responsibility. They are kind of in charge, or they are policy making of all the drugs and use of the drug, and its abuse of the drug in the country. So I think it's very important, because nowadays the drug problem is very rampant, in particular in the young generation, and these drugs can help to control the addiction, overuse of the drug, and make sure that all the drugs are used for for reason what they are meant to be used, and not to be abused. And being an Indian American appointee, I think we all should feel proud of it, and we can say that Indian American has arrived on the scene, and America has to reckon with our Indian American talent and intelligence and Indian Americans' ability and ability to govern.
Absolutely. And this position also reminds me of the emphasis which President Obama especially paid on this aspect of overuse of drugs, not exactly without prescription. And sometimes students find a way or youth find a way to get those drugs which they can only get through prescription, but some via media, etc. So would you mind sharing how deep this problem is and what causes sometimes probably youth use it as a substitute of the real drug?
Well, I think the problem is very deeply rooted because of and all these drugs which they are abusing it, they are addiction very addictive, and therefore once they are on the hook on those drugs, they can get deeper and deeper into it, and they have usually they should not have any access, but some unscrupulous pharmacists, unscrupulous people in the society, they sell this drug for the financial benefit to the school going children, and they are the one who really get into this kind of addiction and abuse of this drug, and particularly the bars and that kind of night out outfit, they are the one who sells this drug illegally and unofficially, and government job is to stop find them out and root them out and stop them.
So it's quite a difficult task. Many times it's difficult to sort of trace where this problem is originating. But moving forward and moving towards the problem of population, and UP Chief Minister in India, Yogi Adityanath ji, proposed a population policy bill in the form of a draft. If you care to share the need and importance at this point to pay attention and sort of stay focused on containing population explosion in India, and how this population policy draft may have some solution.
Well, population explosion is a big problem in India. India is almost reaching to 1.5 billion by probably 2030, and that it means that India will be the largest populated country in the world. 1/16th of the population is in India with the limited land and resources. So population control is very important. But I'm not sure by drafting legislator that will work. On the contrary, the only way to do it is usually if you look at the population, usually it goes with the poorest of poor, and the society has more children than the people who are middle class or well-to-do people. So it shows that if government increases or uplifting the income or income of all the society in general, and if people get a little more educated, and women should be educated that why we should have only 2 children, not the 4 children, then I think that will be more effective rather than just saying that if you have more than 2 children, then you cannot have government job or government benefits. I think that kind of thing, even though this law can pass in parliament, but may not stand scrutiny to Supreme Court, because then it becomes kind of unconstitutional because of just like what happened in 1977 when Sanjay Gandhi tried to forcefully sterilize the people to control the population, and it went completely wrong way. And at the end, Indira Gandhi lost the election because of that, probably. So I think only way to control the population is educate the women, increase health care, And because most of in India or in any developing country, most of the abortion which happens, which is kind of that's not the way to control the because of the poverty and because of the lack of education and lack of understanding. Uh, if we increase the health system, we can increase the perinatal care, and if we increase the education of the women, I think that's the only way to control the population and increase the economical status of the all the whole population, all part of the whole strata of the society. So once you get from the poor to middle class, then automatically people can understand what is the advantage of having small family rather than having big family.
I think you make a very, very important point, and your analysis is quite wholesome. It also takes into account the previous attempts made in this direction. But the kind of criticism which came to this population policy draft was looking at it as if this is going to work towards garnering Hindu votes, or in some way it is a policy, population policy draft which is working against minorities. And some statements were very sort of, they lack dignity, I would say. Like Congress former Union Minister Salman Khurshid said, we should count legitimate as well as illegitimate children, and this is all election gimmick. So just bringing it back in terms of how the impact on demography may happen by population control, and your reaction to Congress criticism.
Well, I mean, the criticism by Congress or other opposition party is not also very good, and it's a kind of twisted opposition, kind of, it's opposition for men, it's a political opposition. So I would not pay much attention to it, but in reality, if you want to control the population, probably this is not the best way to do it. The best way to do is to educate the women, educate the family, increase the perinatal care, and increase the income. I mean, income of the society. That way, once
they're going to get into shape.
Once they have. Once you increase the income of the society at large, then probably I think population will automatically come under control. And of course, it's a long shot. It's a long way. It takes long time to do this. But because this kind in democracy and particularly in our constitution, this kind of law may not stand the scrutiny of Supreme Court.
So that we will see, of course, and they must be aware of where it may stop. But there is another demand that Madhya Pradesh should also follow suit from UP. But moving towards another important development which has taken place recently, and that is the expansion of Modi government's cabinet ministers. And in this context, the HRD ministry is renamed as Education Ministry. What might have led to this shift in the naming of HRD ministry as Education Ministry, and your comments on the major changes which you feel are exciting as far as inducting of new ministers is concerned?
Well, I think the overhaul or revamping of the expanding the ministries is a welcome step, and any government has any government has right to do that. And usually, most of the government they do in the mid course of their tenure. And I think Prime Minister has all right to do this thing, and he has done excellent distribution of the ministry. And he has welcomed a lot of young ministers, young MPs as a minister, and those who has some expertise in the subject, he brought them in. And that shows that a very dynamic, proactive thinking of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi, and I welcome them and I congratulate Prime Minister and all his ministers. And the good part that in my state of the Gujarat, my home state of Gujarat, there are 5 ministers are inducted in the ministry, new ministry. So I'm very pleased, and luckily I know all 5 of them, and I had a correspondence with them last week only, and I send them congratulations on behalf of Parikholwal Media and ITV to all those 5 ministers from the Gujarat and the Prime Minister of India and Home Minister of India by doing this expansion. And I think this expansion is welcome. It will increase the economical development of the India. It will increase social development of the India, and it's very young ministry, and I think and very educated ministry, and therefore I wholeheartedly welcome this ministerial expansion.
Yeah. And also in this connection, I am reminded of the new IT minister, probably Ashwini Vaishnavji, who also studied here at Wharton, and with such an impressive educational background, the kind of responsibility which he has been entrusted, do you think it will help India in finding a proper rhythm of relationship with social media like Twitter also, and overall India's policy in this direction?
Yes, nowadays the IT ministry is very important ministry. That's the only way you can connect with the not only social media but connect with the other countries of the world. And therefore, I think selection of the IT minister, Mr. Vaishnav, it's really welcome and commendable. And we know that he is very celebrated, very accomplished bureaucrats who become now minister. And I think we should welcome it, and we hope that he will deliver according to our expectation.
Absolutely. And as we conclude, your thoughts on observing Cow Appreciation Day, which is 13th July, and your parting words for our viewers.
Well, I think Cow Appreciation Day, I think is a great symbolic gesture to remember that cow is really a great animal for the Hindu religion. And we know that our society, the cow gives us lot of, gives us not only milk, cow also helps in farming, cow also helps in so many other things, particularly cow's dung and cows is useful for energy and so forth. So I think celebration of the cows day is really a great idea, and that gives a lot of respect to the cows. And I think I appreciate that, and that is the right thing to do. And again, still I'm going to say that in India, the vaccination is still very slow, and people are kind of not following COVID protocol. They get together, and even today, this morning, Prime Minister has given the advice to, or kind of instruction to all the people of the India, saying that don't go and gather and don't go on vacations and gather in the large crowd, because still Indian population is not vaccinated fully, and chances of creating the third wave is much more very high, and therefore they should follow the COVID protection instruction, wear the mask, stay away from the big crowd, and try to get the vaccination whenever it's possible. So, so I would like to thank all my viewers for joining us. God bless America. God bless India. God bless Indian American community. And we'll see you again next week. Till then, goodbye.
Welcome back. You're watching Vision of Asia was a community on ITV Gold, and this program comes to you on this special channel every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursdays at 8 p.m. a special Vision of Asia weekly is offered every Sunday at 11 a.m. We appreciate your love and support. Stay with us. Program continues right after these short messages. It is always inspiring to connect with people who go out of their way to support a noble cause. And in support for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, Haley came forward, the first pediatric cancer survivor and the youngest American to go to space. Aditi Lama talked to her for ITV Gold.
Haley, thank you for joining us. Let's go right into it. My first question to you is a little personal. You know, with your journey with St. Jude and now to the space representing St. Jude and the hope that's associated with it, what would you tell your younger self who got cancer-free at St. Jude about yourself and the space mission?
I would tell younger me that it gets better. That even though the cancer diagnosis and the treatment is so scary, hold on to hope that there are better days, because there absolutely are. And I would tell younger me the same thing that I now tell my patients, which is having cancer is going to change your life in a great way, and it's going to make you who you are, and you'll be stronger because of it.
Right. What do you have to say about St. Jude's progress over the years with cancer research? You're a physician assistant there, so you must have a lot of insight.
St. Jude has been leading the way for how the world treats pediatric cancer, and we'll continue. St. Jude won't stop until no child dies from cancer, and it's so important that it's so important that the community helps support St. Jude, because the cures discovered at St. Jude benefit children all over the world.
Right. And let's now talk about the space mission. I'd like to know what the process has been like and what has been the most challenging aspect of it. Again, they are trying to raise $200 million for St. Jude's for a children's research hospital.
Training for space has been so much fun, and I love it because it's so different than my day-to-day, and I'm getting to do really all these once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Probably the most physically challenging was we climbed a mountain as a crew. It was our crew bonding experience, and we spent 3 days on the mountain. But that experience in itself was so uplifting and so empowering. But just I have enjoyed training so much, and we're going to continue training until we launch in 2 months.
Right. What are you the most nervous about?
I'm really not nervous. And I think there's just so many different parts of the mission that I'm very excited about. I can't wait to see the views from space and to see the entire planet. I can't wait to float around, and I can't wait to call my St. Jude patients from space, because I think that's going to be very special for them and very special for me.
Right. What do you hope to sort of establish through this? You know, what do you want as the end result? And also, how important do you think is for people in general to, fund this effort?
I'm hoping that we can make our goal of $200 million raised for St. Jude, because that's going to help so many kids all around the world. And St. Jude is trying to improve pediatric cancer survival rates everywhere. But I hope to gain a new perspective from going to space, and to share that perspective and continue sharing it with my kids going through cancer treatment, and just show them that they can do anything they want to do when they get older.
Right. How does your family react to this, Haley? Because you guys have had a connection with NASA. Your brother is also a space engineer, if I'm right.
Yes.
Yes. How are they feeling? What is the momentum like?
They're so supportive and so excited for me. And then also they're so excited for St. Jude, because they love St. Jude as much as I do.
Yes, of course. Just talking a little bit more, I have a little bit time left with you here. What's the message you'd like to give to other cancer patients that are going to see you go into space? The amount of hope that's shown through that.
I would absolutely tell kids going through cancer treatment everywhere to hold on to hope, because it does get better. And to continue having a zest for life and enjoy every day. And that just to continue holding on to hope.
Yeah, that's so important. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Dr. Dina Eddy Mullen knows what could be lying ahead in the form of Delta variant. And that news, unfortunately, is already coming from over 41 states. Dr. Dina talked to us, and here are some excerpts from that conversation.
My first question to you, new infections are up 50% across the nation. It is a little troublesome, and we are seeing an uptick of cases and even in deaths in certain regions of the nation. Why is this happening?
We believe that this uptick in cases is most likely attributed to the new Delta variant that is now present, affecting about 50% of the cases of COVID-19.
Right. When talking more about it, let's talk now about this Delta variant, doctors. Experts are saying that it's like COVID on steroids. And, that's the impact of that on the body. I'd like to know, what is it doing to the body and what is your take on it?
So the Delta variant is basically a variant of COVID-19 strain that's about 5 times or more infectious than the initial strain that was existing in the United States, which we believe came from the UK. It was called the UK variant. So we know that this type of variant is just highly transmissible. It's highly infectious. So it's very easily able to spread in communities, which is why we're seeing this uptick in cases in certain states.
How worried are you about this Delta variant?
I'm extremely worried about this Delta variant, especially in the states where people are not necessarily vaccinated to a higher extent. We know that in areas like Mississippi, for example, there's less than 40% of the population that's vaccinated against COVID-19. And so they're very high risk for the Delta variant, and they're very high risk of having other mutations develop as well.
Right. This brings me to a fact that came into the news this week. It's saying that 99% of deaths last month in June were of unvaccinated people. I'd like to know what you have observed, and do you agree with this?
Yes. So we all know that the vaccine was created to help protect us against severe complications of COVID-19 and death related to COVID-19. And so we can expect then in the unvaccinated population to see more people dying from COVID-19 as well as severe complications of COVID. So just because we live in areas where vaccination rates are high, there are areas in the country where vaccination rates are very low, where people are still dying and living in this pandemic and experiencing a lot of pain and suffering the way that many of us have experienced for the past year.
API is an important organization of physicians of Indian origin. Dr. Sudhakar led this organization. They did many important events to support the community and face the challenge of COVID-19. And now with API convention in July, the new president takes over, and now it will be Dr. Anupama Goti Mukula, who is going to lead API. Here is a special report on API convention.
So this is the highlight of tonight's program, the change of guard, change of gavel, or change of power. That is the highlight of tonight's program, as I said. So I would like to invite Dr. Anupama Goti Mukula, who is a pediatric anesthesiologist from San Antonio, Texas. So please put your hands together for her.
She is married to Mr. Venkata Yelaru, an engineer, and together they have a daughter, Dr. Apurva Yelaru, who is currently a hospitalist at Baylor and Scott Hospitals in Dallas, as well as a son, Mr. Sayakil Yelaru, who is pursuing an MBA at Wharton School of Business. Dr. Anupama completed her schooling at Fatima Girls High School and graduated from Kakatiya Medical College in Warangal. She did her anesthesiology post-graduation in Osmania Medical College in Hyderabad. Dr. Anupama has worked in a variety of positions, beginning with her employment as an anesthesiologist at Apollo Hospitals in Hyderabad from 1994 to 2000. In 2000, Dr. Anupama moved to the United States to pursue her higher education goals in pediatric anesthesiology. In 2002, Dr. Anupama started her residency at the University of Miami and completed a fellowship in pediatric anesthesiology at the University of Michigan. Since 2007, Dr. Anupama has been working as a pediatric anesthesiologist in San Antonio and has aided numerous families and patients during recent years. Dr. Anupama's leadership journey with API started in 2009 as a volunteer at one of the governing body meetings in San Antonio. Later, she passionately served on several leadership levels at the local chapter, Texas Indo-American Physicians Society, and as treasurer of API Convention in San Antonio in 2014. She served 2 years as regional director of API and successfully ran several elections as treasurer, secretary, vice president, and as president-elect. Dr. Anupama's achievements are no small feat. She will be the 38th president of API and the 4th woman president in nearly 40 years of the organization. Dr. Anupama is a vibrant leader with a positive and motivating attitude, and the entire API community wishes her a successful and productive year.
Hello, my name is Linda Villarreal, Texas Medical Association President. I would like to extend my congratulations to Dr. Anupama Gotimukula on her election as President of the American Association of Physicians of Indian Origin. What an honor bestowed upon you by your colleagues. I wish you best wishes going forward in a successful year as leader of the American Association of Physicians of Indian Origin. Good luck and enjoy the ride.
Hi everybody, I'm Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy from the 8th District of Illinois, and congratulations to Dr. Anupama Gotimukula on your inauguration as President of API, the American Association of Physicians of Indian Origin.
Namaste. It is a great pleasure for me, on behalf of the entire Apollo family, to wish Dr. Anupama my heartiest congratulations on being the incoming president of API.
Leading nations to standing up for human rights, to running the world's most important organizations, women continue to shape the world. 2021 has been rather special. Ms. Kamala Harris became the first woman to be sworn in as the Vice President of the United States and is the 49th Vice President. Dr. Anupama Gotimukula will be the 40th President of API and only the 4th woman to hold this office in the history of API. Heartiest congratulations, Anupama.
On this auspicious day, 4th of July, 2021, here in Atlanta, Georgia. To start with, I would like to thank Dr. Jonal Gadda and his convention team for the terrific job and managing API convention during this very difficult time. I would like to congratulate and thank the yeoman services and achievements of all our founding members and all the past leadership of API who contributed to the growth of the organization. We stand on the shoulders of our past leaders who fought the good fight in bringing API to where we stand today, vibrant, thousands strong healthcare heroes being recognized and valued by our peers, communities, and most importantly, our patients. We, API, are the largest ethnic physician organization in the United States and help to elevate the voice of Indian Americans everywhere. What I would like to share with you today are three things: where we came from, what did we achieve in our fight against COVID-19, and where we are going. First and foremost, most of us came to America from towns and villages in India, hoping for a better life and the pursuit of the American dream. Through hard work and bit of luck, most of us have achieved that dream and have become successful and caring doctors. Through this wonderful organization, we were able to make a bigger impact with the many academic, philanthropic, and social initiatives. Second, we all have loved ones and family members, both here in India, who were affected by this deadly disease. API physicians have made a significant difference in the fight with this pandemic. As we look forward to the future beyond COVID-19, we at API have so much room to grow and serve. This year, API will leverage the power of our purpose and networks to help address specific challenges related to women and the numerous challenges women face. The dual roles balanced by a Wonder Woman physician at work and at home, and their increasing role in the future of healthcare. I'm incredibly proud of all the women leadership team leading API this year. Please give a round of applause to our incredible women leaders, all the women leaders in the room. Let me conclude by saying that I do recognize that we have a large task ahead, and none of it will be possible without the excellent energies and efforts of each of you and of my incoming team. To all the team members, I want to thank you for your efforts thus far and for the next year ahead. Together, we will make API the community standard bearer for a better future. And once again, thank you all. Jai Hind and God bless America.
Jagannath Bhagavan, Odisha, Bhubaneswar, Ratha Yatra, these words itself are enough to flash images of devotees dancing with joy, following the procession of chariot, and a replica of feelings is created at various temples. Fortunately, here in New Jersey also at Umiya Dham, Ratha Yatra was organized. And here is a report of ITV Gold on that event.
ધામમાં અમારા ચોકમાં આનંદ થઈ ગયો છે. જગન્નાથજી, બળદેવજી, સુભદ્રાજી બધા ત્રણેય જણનો રથ કાઢ્યો છે અને રથયાત્રાનો આનંદ લઈએ છીએ.
આજે રથયાત્રા છે અને ઉમિયાધામ એડિશનમાં રથયાત્રાનું પ્રાયોજન કરવામાં આવ્યું છે તો ઘણા ભક્તો આનંદ લઈ રહ્યા છે તો તમે પણ એડિશન ઉમિયાધામ પધારો. જય જગન્નાથ મહારાજ.
જગન્નો નાથ એવો ભગવાન દ્વારિકાધીશ. જગન્નાથ આજે નગરની યાત્રા આ ચતુર્માસના પ્રારંભે ભક્તોની અને નગરજનોની ખબર અંતર પૂછવા માટે પોતાના જ્યેષ્ઠ ભ્રાતા બલભદ્ર અને બહેની સુભદ્રાની સાથે મોસાળથી ભગવાન દ્વારિકામાં પધારી રહ્યા છીએ અને એ સમયે ભગવાનના સ્વાગત અને ભગવાનના દર્શનને માટે સમસ્ત પ્રજાજનો ઉમટ્યા છે. સૌને જય જગન્નાથ, જય દ્વારિકાધીશ.
And now time to say goodbye from today's Vision of Asia Voice of Community. Thanks a lot for being with us and also be with us on our Facebook page. Subscribe to ITV Gold's YouTube channel and keep writing events at itvgold.com. Stay safe, stay well. Thanks again. This is Ashok Vyas. Namaste.